Alright. We're getting old, bro. You remember when the iPhone 4 came out and that shit changed everything?
Bro, I remember when the first iPhone came out.
I remember.
Grab it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I remember when the first iPhone came out. Just graduated high school, bro.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. I remember getting like an iPhone 5C.
5C?
Yeah, that was like that was the iPhone you got if you couldn't afford an iPhone. And because before that, I was an Android boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never went to the Android, dude. I couldn't do it.
But eventually I broke in and got like an iPhone and shit. So it's been cool.
Well, cheers,
Oh,
Daegen. Daegen, right? I'm saying
Yeah,
it right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. I want to say it the real way. Because I'm a real
Cheers,
one.
bro. Cheers.
That's good. And celebration today, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Congrats.
Thank you, bro. Thank
Congrats.
you. WeOwnTheLaughs.com. Thank you so much.
Let these niggas know. Let them know.
Well, right there. For those of you who don't know, fucking WeOwnTheLaughs.com actually did like a little article with on the previous episode with Parker Dean of the Successful Failure podcast, and it was just right next to Dane Cook and Cheeto Santino's Whiskey Ginger podcast, which is freaking insane. But it's pretty cool, dude. It's pretty cool. Like you were saying, dude, it's just like one of those things where I should be proud of.
You earned it. You earned it. Nobody's going to brag for you. Nobody's going to post it for you. You got to let them know because you earn. It's not like a reward. People treat their accomplishments like it's an award.
Right.
Like, nah, like it's like it's like getting paid. It's like working 40 hours and getting your paycheck and be like, thank you for my, like, no.
No, I don't want it.
Thank God this is my life. Like, no, like, it's not like, it's like, yeah, I deserve this and I'll be back for another one.
Another one, dude.
Yeah.
A whole lot more.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. Just like how the idea of how we, in this new age, we have to like market ourselves almost up until we get to a certain point where we have people to do it. But it's like one of those things, just marketing yourself. And you do that sometimes too, right? Like
I do that, yeah. I do that. I've faced like I've done well and I've done meh and I've been like I've gotten posts like removed, posts like people saying it's super like me trying to boost it or me trying to promote it, like paying for advertising and them saying it's too offensive, that type of shit.
Yeah.
I've dealt with it all, but one thing I'm never going to do is make my shit based on what I think other people like. Mm-hmm. Like trying to create shit for the algorithm or follow trends. Nah, that ain't it at all. Like I want my shit to be timeless.
I agree.
And I want people to conform to me. I'm never going to conform to the audience.
Right.
Like I'm never going to do stand up and like try to say things that they like.
100%, dude. And I think that's what it takes to be a good comic though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Facts.
For sure.
Because people do, it's easy to like, people do be making their posts like they're creating for the algorithm. Mm-hmm. And like, you're just going to get like shittier shit when you do that. It's just going to be like low quality shit. So like over time, because people might hate your shit at first and then might come around to it.
Absolutely. And we see that, I've done that before. I've seen someone I wasn't really messing with. And then, like, as the more I saw them, the more... I guess that's with everybody, though, right? Like, the more you get to know them, in a way, you kind of have to just, like, go with it.
It's authenticity. Just being, like, as authentic as you can on stage.
Right.
Because people will catch up to it.
100%. It's like what? There's, like, 9 billion people in the world, and, like, not all of them's going to like you, dude.
Yeah.
But if you can get, like, 100 million of them to like you...
Not everybody's going to like you.
Right.
And you got to just be okay with that. Like, can I show you something?
Yeah,
can I show you something?
Of course, bro. Show me anything.
Well,
not anything.
Whoa!
Yeah, not anything. Not anything.
Yeah, so show me your penis.
Yeah, it is weird, like, just talking about, like, just that little thing with even the We Own the Laughs. It's just weird to talk about. You know what I mean? Sometimes. But you are right. I got to just get more comfortable with talking about shit like that because who knows when that's going to happen again. Hopefully a lot more, like we were saying. You know what I mean? But
exactly. You talk your shit. Don't wait for people to validate you. Like, because they validated you and you weren't asking for it and you were just doing what you wanted to do in the first place.
Right, dude. Yeah, it's true.
So don't wait for, everybody's waiting.
That's very true.
For like to get all these accomplishments to start feeling good about themselves and start talking about it. No, you got to believe in yourself first, brag about yourself, and then that leads you to getting like accomplishments. But yeah, look at this shit. This is like the downside of social media, I guess. Look at this comment. Read it out loud.
The first one?
This one.
Okay.
This is my
YouTube?
last clip
On
that I
YouTube.
uploaded on YouTube.
Bro, legit, you'd be a slave if a white guy didn't fight for your freedom. There's no such thing as racism. There's just hate. What the hell?
So
What
it's
the
like
hell?
that's the thing. It's like that's the thing, man. Like
Jesus, dude.
it's freedom of speech though, because it goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm very like non-compromising when I talk on stage,
Okay.
and it's like you got to be able to take the heat when you in the kitchen. I can do that. I could take the heat when I'm in the kitchen. So that's why like I allow all comments, you know. It doesn't that's just like that's what you get for speaking your mind like unapologetically. But it's like I know how social media works. Like I grew up with this shit.
Yeah.
Like this dude, he said this in the privacy of his bedroom. Like cuz that's the only time he can say it. Like away from people. Away from reality, away from the world, because that's the only time those opinions exist. Like he would, those opinions don't exist in front of me. Like
That's true. That's true. Especially like that story you were telling me, right? About that white woman saying the N-word.
Yeah.
Like casually.
Yeah. All right. I'll tell that story again, honestly.
You gotta do the voice too. You gotta do the voice.
So I went on stage. It was like an open mic. And like I did my set. I did pretty good. Like my opener usually kills, and it killed. And this white lady, she's like an older white comedian. She pulled me to the side. She wanted to like pitch me ideas for the joke. She's like, I really loved your set. I was like, thanks. She's like, yeah, I really loved your joke about being a real nigga in Los Feliz. I was like, thank you. Like I didn't know what to. And then she just kept saying it like casually. And like she just started ranting about the N-word. She was like, why is it that so many young black men use the word nigga? And like I didn't know what to do. Cause like I didn't want to I was just trying to leave. I did the open mic. Like my plan was like, okay, I'm gonna do this open mic and then I'm gonna go to Popeyes. Like that was my plan. I wasn't trying to stick around and kick it with this woman and talk about critical race theory. Like that wasn't my plan.
Other comics walking by awkwardly.
Yeah, and like she was saying it loud as fuck. She was saying the N-word loud as fuck. And everybody was walking past us looking at me like I gave her the green light to say it and shit. And I don't even know how I exited that convo. That's the hardest part for me in general. Just like
He was just like, well, she was just like, all right, mate.
yeah, that's probably what she did. I was like, all right, it's fun talking comedy with you. She's like, bye, nigga. Like,
That's wild, bro. I wonder what that is.
peace, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, what the? Because I'm just like, okay, like you don't. Am I like your first black person?
That's true. Too,
Am I your?
That's
Because
very
that's
true,
the
too.
thing. Like most people, like most white people, they have limited access to African Americans. Usually they just have the one black friend and they're already conforming to a white environment.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So they don't fucking count because they're not being like authentic and shit. So, but then again, I'm just like, I feel like she was just trying me. Like she felt safe to say it in front of me. Like maybe if I was like a hood nigga or like a street nigga,
Right.
she wouldn't just be like, hey, what up, my nigga? Like she would, like, you know.
That's crazy, bro. That's
so
wild.
it's weird, bro.
Yeah.
I'll air her ass out right now. Her name is Margot Black. She goes to Fourth Wall open mics. She be saying nigga. That shit, she be saying nigga like it's a layup, like just like a finger roll. That shit come off naturally as fuck off the tongue. She didn't get no hesitation. She was saying it like it wasn't her first time saying it.
That's so crazy, man. That is so wild to me.
She was really, I was like, damn, bitch, what the fuck?
Have you seen her since?
No, I haven't seen her since. But I've said this story. I've been trying to turn this into a joke, but it's like, it's so tricky. Like, trying to get the punchlines and it's just such, because it's a funny ass story.
And I think that's what it is, though. I think it's just a story. Because the way, and then you do the voice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Me doing people like when I do the white voice.
Yeah.
But it's like.
And then just that tag of people walking by and you thinking you gave her the
green
pass.
light.
Yeah, the green light. Yeah.
They looked more pissed off at me than her.
See, yeah, right there.
Yeah, I should say it. Like, why you letting her say it? I was like, what the? I didn't. That was she's saying it. The fuck?
That's good. That's good.
Maybe I'll put that in there.
That's good.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, it's like, I be trying to get away from race.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to. I never grew up thinking about race.
Right,
Like,
dude?
I wasn't like 5 years old. Like, damn, I'm a nigga.
Yeah.
Like, I was just. Like, I was just building Legos and shit. But it's like,
I agree.
You get older and they remind you of your race.
All the time. And I mean, that's all we learn in school, right?
Exactly.
That's literally all we learn about in school.
How do people like remind
that
you of
the
your
Nazis?
race?
My race?
Yeah.
It was different growing up, bro. Like, everyone just thought I was just like Chinese or fucking Japanese or some shit. Like, as the years went on, people got better at like identifying me as a Filipino.
Yeah.
You know, but Vegas was different 10 years ago, bro. It was super like, and I went to like private schools and stuff like that, so it was super white.
Okay.
Yeah, but so I kind of like what you were saying, just grew up in that community, so I kind of conformed that way.
You feel like you were conforming?
Yeah, 100%. Especially like I was born in Hawaii, and that's where like, so I was comfortable there. But as soon as I moved to Vegas, it was like no one understand me because of my pidgin.
Yeah.
So that was already
Pigeon.
It's like they don't in Hawaii they talk pidgin English. It's like English, but it's like, oh, bro, how's it, bro?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Pigeon,
Nigga,
they
I
call
thought
it
you had a
pigeon.
pet pigeon.
I did though when I was younger, bro.
Bro,
I did when I was younger. My grandpa used to catch them.
That's
We had
crazy.
pets. We used to have pets.
I was like, damn, nigga, what the fuck? My pigeon kept over talking and shit.
That's kind of good. I like that. Pigeon get over talking.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, bro, we go beach, bro. Let's see here. So you're doing fucking Comic Wars on Monday, bro.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
this episode will actually release on that Monday. So
Yeah, hell yeah.
yep.
Hell yeah.
What you doing to prepare, bro? Like, what's this process like? Because it seems like it's time consuming. Number one, because just of the structure of the Comic Wars. For those of you who don't know, it's 1 minute rounds.
Yeah.
Let the people know. You know it.
It's like the first round is 1 minute, the second round is 1 minute, and then the third round is your best joke. And you got to just have fire for 2 minutes. Like 2 minutes in a joke, you got to have fire. It's okay to have a couple duds, though, but your bangers got to hit. Because you're coming up with a lot of jokes. My thing, like, I try to have like 15 to 16 jokes ready.
Per round or for everything?
All together. So I only did it one other time. I did it last time and I won.
Nice.
And like that was like the most seen I ever felt as a comedian.
Well, dude, it's at the Improv and shit like that.
I was at
It's
the
a
Improv.
great show.
Yeah, I was at the
popular show.
Improv. They had a great panel of judges. Like they had Trevor Wallace and like Alexis Texas, who's a porn star.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
people I grew up like people I've watched on the internet. And now it's like they're looking at me like they were looking at me and they were fucking with my jokes and they all voted for me and they fucked with me. You know?
That's what's up, dude.
So it was like
like unanimous? Or
Trevor Wallace gave a pity vote to
okay.
to the girl I was going up against. But writing those jokes last time I was going up against a pretty black single mom. And writing the jokes for that was hella hard.
Right.
Because there was nothing obvious to point out. So I just had to be witty as fuck. Because I can't be too mean because the judges aren't gonna fuck with me. And there's like a political thing going on with like where it's just like taboo to be making fun of like a black woman, let alone a black mom.
Yeah.
Like I had
That's
no
true.
frame of reference, bro. Like I Googled how to make fun of black women and like all these think pieces. It's like why you should never make fun of. I was like, bro, I'm trying to win this shit, nigga. Damn, bro. The fuck? Cause bro, it's like, but this dude I'm roasting, he's like more of like an easy target.
Right.
He's just hella hairy and shit. Like he got dreads and a beard. I never met him. He seemed like a cool dude, chill dude. But a lot of the jokes kind of wrote themselves.
Okay.
And I just kept going to open mics, trying them out. Mm-hmm. But
so you didn't meet with this guy then? You don't know anything about him?
No, I learned everything from his Instagram. People be oversharing on their Instagrams.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe like in my future ones I'll meet up with people.
Right.
But these two, like they weren't reaching out to me. And I was like, your Instagram is filled up with shit about your personal life, which I think is great. Like my Instagram is just like my comedy resume type shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like it's just like my stand-up clips and shit.
Right.
So it's not that personal.
Mm-hmm. Would you like it better that way? Because I feel like that's somewhat common for most like comics who are like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just having just like your clips and shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like a marketing tool, right?
Yeah. As far as for now, yeah, because I'm still trying to get on. Like I'm still on the come up. Mm-hmm. So I have to be using social media.
Right.
Like that's how I'm gonna get seen.
Right.
I go on social media and post. I'm getting in front of the whole world.
That's true.
I go to these majors and audition tap dancing for niggas that don't even like me. That's how it feel.
That's so true.
And like I know what I'm capable of. Like I got cut from the Laugh Factory 5 times. They weren't fucking with me. So it's like you don't get cut from the internet. Like niggas might be like you trash, but but it's like anybody can go viral. Anybody can like as long as the content you're putting out is quality.
Right.
Like the internet has good taste for the most part. Like don't wait on people. You can do this shit yourself. This isn't fucking 2000. And don't listen to old comedians that talk about the internet because them niggas don't know. Like listen to the poppin' comedians now. They're like Ralph Barbosa, Matt Rife. They're the future and the present.
Yep.
So it's like I'm just following in their footsteps type shit.
I agree. I
Just copy successful people that are around your age.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's you know.
Fuck yeah. So we're just talking about that's good by the way. I like that. Clipping that, Jesse. Don't forget that. You're talking. Let's get back to Comic Wars. What's your process? So you just know you get to know them through their Instagram. How do you think? Like, what's the process of these jokes? How do you write them? And do you consider yourself a writer? In terms of like,
I'm definitely righty. Like I'm a writer, bro. Like I moved out here for writing. I moved to LA right after college for screenwriting, and I fell into stand up because a bunch of people I just kept meeting writers that did stand up. So I did stand up. I tried it and like I was like a natural to it.
Right.
Like in terms of like writing funny jokes. Like I'm still working on my stage performance. Like I feel like I could have even like a bit like people like my performing, but I want to soak up the spotlight even more. Mm-hmm. Type shit. But my jokes are I try to write my jokes. I try to make it insightful and witty. I don't like to say the obvious thing.
Right.
And
I noticed that about even just hearing your roasts. Yeah. I can see that. Super witty.
Yeah. Like because I'm always outside. And when you're always outside at comedy clubs, you know what everybody else is already saying. So it's like, I know what people aren't saying, so I'm going to say those things. Even if people think it's taboo to say those things. Like, I don't mind being in hot water. I'll treat that shit like a sauna. I don't give a fuck. I don't care I can take the heat. Like, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Like, people didn't like the last roast battle, I opened up with a joke. People didn't like it. Like, people were, like, in a way where it was like they were scared to laugh.
No shit.
Yeah. I said, what did I say about her? I said, I'm not gonna. Okay, I opened up with this. I said, I'm not gonna sit here and tear down a single black mom. I'll just leave that up to God. I said that, and the audience was like, oh, like they were so scared, like their butt cheeks started to clench and shit. I was like, y'all need to fucking calm down, bro. Y'all acted like I violated this woman. Like, what the fuck? It's a joke.
It's a roast battle.
Yeah,
bro.
But it's like, yeah, you gotta just say what's on your mind and just write funny jokes, because that's that. Like, I have an emphasis on writing because whatever I write, I'm gonna say it into the microphone. Like, I'm speaking into a microphone for a reason.
Right. Yeah.
Like, the voice is amplified for a reason.
Right.
Like, That's why I don't like people that can't write good jokes and they be doing stand up. I'm just like, we're here to listen to you talk. Like, don't waste our time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so grateful that I get to do stand up and people sit there like listening to me, taking time out of their day to listen to
100%,
me.
dude.
Because my whole life I felt like I was screaming out to a world that didn't hear me. And like, I take that seriously. So like, I don't like wasting people's time. So that's why I try to make the best thing. Try to write the best joke I can. No matter how many times I go to open mics and bomb. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So what's going back to like the comic wars? What does that like feel getting on stage? Like how do you be mean without being mean? I guess
You just got to be more funny than mean. Because last time she wasn't prepared, so she was just being mean and hoping a joke would land, and they weren't landing. She was just being like, "You're like that shit, like roasting, like we in high school. That's not what that is for roast battles."
Yeah, true. That's very true.
Just being like, "You're fat and you have no, that's not what that. Like, you gotta say shit. You gotta make it funny. Like, it can be mean, but those aren't the type of jokes I want to write. Like, you know those roast battle jokes where the crowd's like, "Ooh,"
Yeah,
that's not laughter. Like, I don't like to say shit just for a reaction. Like, I want to say, if that's like, I just want to be purposeful with how I write my jokes.
I can respect that, dude. That's a great way to approach it.
Yeah,
because it's just fucking. That's what you want. Like, at the end of the day, you don't want a reaction. You want laughs.
Yeah. Like, I don't say shit just for a reaction. Like, it has to have purpose behind it. And I don't like, again, like, I don't like to say the obvious thing. So the approach, it is hard, honestly. But as like a writer, it's funny. Honestly, the best jokes come to me, honestly, bro.
On stage or just
when I'm like thinking about it. I'll be thinking about it and then I'll just like catch it. Like, I'll be like, okay, that's a good one. I'm going to try that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And
that's all you've been doing then for like a week or two, huh? Just going out and testing these jokes.
Just testing all of them. Just doing mics. Just keep trying.
Mm-hmm. You've been doing this, how long you been doing stand-up for?
Next month, it's going to be 2 years. Honestly, like in a few weeks, it's going to be 2 years.
That's wild.
Yeah.
You started out here in LA or in Seattle?
Yeah. Never attempted it in Seattle. How'd you
think you'd do?
I'm glad that I didn't attempt it in Seattle because people that would know me, like, I feel like people would watch me and they would have like preconceived notions about me because they knew me in college or they knew me in high school. So they'll be watching it with like, it will affect it.
Yeah.
I moved out here. That was the best decision I ever made. It was like, nobody knows me here.
Right. I feel that.
Nobody can say, I remember you used to. Nah, nigga.
It's like a fresh slate, dude. Just to
fresh slate. What was it like for you moving out here?
I originally came out here for film. You know what I mean? So I went back to school, to film school and stuff like that, and then stayed there for about a year and a half, where I started working. Like, I got my first PA job. I emailed like over 350 ADs, like assistant directors in the guild, just cold emailed them. And I just played the numbers game, right? Like, it's just like, out of let's say 100 people, like I'm gonna expect 10 people to hit me back. That's 10%.
Holy fuck!
Right, and then out of that 10%, probably 1 to 5% are gonna hit me back.
Oh my god!
So I just knew that. So I would just, it was a long process, bro. I would copy and paste their name into IMDb, see what they worked on, personalize the letter, and then sent it out. And I just did that all day for like a week.
And you got something?
I got one PA job out of all that, but it just led to so many other fucking opportunities, bro.
That's fire, though. How do you deal with like all that rejection?
I just went through I went into like, you know, those multi-level marketing things.
Yeah.
So
that's like a scheme.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, those type of shit.
So I got into that, and then one time, people. But I got into that, and the one thing I took from that, because I always think every failure you get something to learn. Like that's what kind of like even this podcast is all about. But what I took from that MLM was just going through the numbers, and they taught me how, like, what percentages and stuff like that. So when I approach things, that's how I approach it. I'm like, okay, this is how many times I have to do it, and this is the rate of success.
That's fire. And let's go back to the name of the podcast. go into that. That's fire. Now it makes sense to me. Yeah, the successful failure. Talk about that.
So I always just thought I was a failure, man. Everything I did, I failed at. You know what I mean? I never made the basketball team. I tried out for like 8 years in a row, junior high and high school. Didn't make that shit.
I didn't make the basketball team either.
Yeah, man. So, and then fucking failed at every like little business I did. Failed at fucking school 4 times. Dropped out 4 times. And I don't know. It's just one day it just dawned upon me. I was like, that's who I am. I'm a successful failure.
You know what's crazy to think about? People that meet you would not have that perception of you at
really?
all.
Dude, I'm a fuck up, bro. It's so funny. It's so funny.
It's fucked up. It's only in your head. Like, it happened to you, but if I'm meeting you for the first time, I'm not gonna be like, this guy's a failure. Like,
right.
People just don't think. It's like, it's so hard to just let go of let go of like what the image, failure.
Like, I see.
Let go of what the failure did to you.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Mm-hmm. It's super hard, but it like it helps me. It's like I approached it because the whole idea of it was I wanted to write a book about all my experiences and what I could teach, but that was before comedy. This is like a year before comedy, and then I started comedy and then the podcast, and I just love the name. But it's just literally that, dude. It's like everyone fails, right? And you go through the numbers of failure, and you get a percentage, and there's gonna be an equal amount of success in the end. So that's the whole idea, and it's wild. Like going back to it again, it's like. Doing this podcast, I really see it now. I really see this starting to pick up. 22, 23 episodes in. It's
congrats,
wild,
bro. Congratulations,
Thank you. It's really wild.
You earned that shit.
I hope so. I hope I did in some way. You know what I mean? I just got kind of lucky, dude. I had the skills coming into this. You know what I mean? Like the skills to shoot and edit.
Yeah.
So I feel like I had the upper hand, but at the same time, it's one of those things where comedy was something I always wanted to do, and now I'm seeing that I am getting a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like I'm actually getting organic laughs. Like I don't have to think about it. I can just be myself. Like the other day at the fucking, I forget what bit it was, the fucking dark nipples one.
Fourth wall. Yeah, that was good. You were good. Yeah. You were funny. Explain to the people. Let the people know.
I'm not like attracted to Asian women because every time I see their titties, the dark nipples remind me of my mom.
What?
I mean, come on, let's not lie. Every guy,
I was gonna ask if you've seen your mom's titties, but I was like, oh wait, we all have.
Yeah, exactly. So so I'm written in the bit now. I go. Come on, guys. We all admit there's only like 1 out of 3 people we've seen like for the first time we see their titties. It's either our mom, our grandma, or our auntie.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Sometimes all 3. You know what I mean? So that's like kind of like where I'm going with it.
That's wacky and goofy and silly.
Right. But it's true though. Like it's just.
That's the type of shit I want to get in. Like, not doing that. No, not. I'm talking about comedy. Like, I want to get into being silly more.
You should, bro, because you got like that aura. You know what I mean? And the fact you can write witty. Like, dude, that's like a perfect combination, bro.
Thank
Literally,
you, bro.
You should fucking lean into that a lot more.
I want to lean into more about being silly. It's like I try to run away from race, but it's like the reason I keep talking about it is because I keep getting reminded about it. That's the only I keep having these weird experiences, and the joke just writes itself.
Right.
Because everything I'm saying is my perspective, and my perspective is that of a black man in his 20s living in 2023. Like,
right.
You know, it's like I want to get goofy, but fucked up shit keep happening.
Yeah, bro.
Where it reminds me I'm a nigga. So it's like I just have to address it type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I talk about race, and I feel like I talk about race in like a nuanced way that hasn't been like appreciated yet, really. Because it's a lot of black comedians that talk about race, but they do it in like the same manner, whether it's just comparing black people to white people or just doing like, here's what it's like being black. Like, you know, like.
I see, yeah.
Type shit.
So how do you approach it then? Like, how do you differentiate yourself from the rest?
It's not even that it's like a conscious choice to differentiate it. Like, I'm just being me. Like, the only reason why I stand out is because everybody else is so like typical type, honestly. Like, not to sound like, not to be the guy where it's like, I'm so different. Ooh. But it's like, niggas be the same, bro. Yeah. I had to fight to be like this. I had to fight to be like black and weird. And when I was black and weird, that was in school, middle school, high school, there was no help. There was no lovable group of misfits I could fit in with. I was on an island by myself when it was illegal to be black and weird.
That's so true, bro.
And
that's
now
so fucking true.
Now it's like all this talk about how people feel inside and words of affirmation and all this bullshit. I'm like, where the hell was this when my black ass was growing up?
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I dead ass walked through the fire just to be like black and weird.
And I'm sure, but that fire in you helps out on stage, right?
It does help on stage, and it like gives me an edge,
right?
Because, yeah, I'm not like a softie
right.
anymore.
And isn't that weird though? Like, dude, like the trauma that we go through in life always helps us out as comics.
It helps you to the fullest extent. Like whatever your insecurity is, I learned.
Yeah, dude.
Don't hide your insecurities. Show your insecurity,
right.
And then it turns into a superpower. It empowers you the more you talk about it.
And it's got to come from the heart, bro.
It does. You gotta talk from the heart.
That's the only way to make art and your craft beautiful.
That's how to make it. You have to be like yourself to the maximum and be as authentic and speak from your heart.
Right.
You know, that's my thing with like a lot of comedy I see, like these Netflix specials. It's just a person talk like they're like, it's like just people just be like politicians now.
Yeah,
like
bro.
People they just say, what is it I can say so I look the best, so I can continue to exist. It's like it's like this shiny product that's on stage. Like I'm not trying to say the right thing. I'm just saying my thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not trying to dictate the conversation. I'm just trying to spark the conversation type shit. So that's where I come from it. But yeah, I don't know how we got here, bro. My mind
I don't know either. Yeah, I don't know either. I have no idea either. We went down a wormhole right there.
So the fucking the nigga that's watching right now is like, are these niggas on shrooms? What the fuck?
You ever done shrooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why'd I stop laughing? I said, yeah. Like, but yeah, I did. I've done shrooms a few times. I've done acid a few times.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I did shrooms at my mom's house one time, bro.
Oh, Jesus.
That shit was... that was a bad mistake.
Yeah, bro. That's trippy. When she was awake?
Me and my homies, we ate hella.
No kidding, dude.
Hella.
Jesus.
Literally like a...
Oh, my gosh.
So much... Like, nigga...
When you were in high school?
I was like 20.
Oh, okay.
I was younger.
Yeah.
I was way younger. So, like, I was fucking... Bro, we really thought we was gonna die type shit. Like, I was like, damn, am I gonna die on shrooms?
Yeah.
It's
like, scary, bro. That shit gets scary.
Be a Wikipedia page.
That shit gets so scary, bro.
The first death on shrooms.
Bro, my experience on shrooms is I was watching this movie called Neon Demon, and the protagonist, her name was Jessie. And she based her story, she comes to LA and she wants to be a model.
Yeah.
Right? So it's already a trippy story. I'm watching this shit, bro, and I go up and out of nowhere, I just see this fucking, it's like the Matrix where it's a white room.
Yeah.
And just different versions of me. And I'm in this fucking chair where they're saying her name and she's like, Jessie. And it's just like, I see all this shit. It freaked me the fuck out, bro. I had to like turn around to my homie and I was like, can we stop the movie?
Who would you take it with?
My homie, Gino.
Okay. That's the thing, bro. Shrooms, acid, it's like any other drug, but it alters your perception so much. It's like you kind of see outside of yourself.
It makes you more humble, too, dude.
It humbles you. Nothing humbles you more than a bad trip. That's what...
Dude, that's 100, bro.
That's what shrooms...
That is 100.
Dude, when I did shrooms, like my second or third time, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to fuck with these drugs no more.
Yeah, bro.
Have you seen Requiem for a Dream?
Requiem for a Dream, yeah.
Whatever, however the fuck you pronounce it.
Requiem for a Dream?
Nigga,
Requiem for a Dream. No, that's a good movie, though. Darren Aronofsky. Shout out to Darren Aronofsky, Jared Leto.
Yeah, I watched that shit. I was like, I am not doing drugs.
Bro, and the editing was just made it even crazier, right? Like, it's wild. And that whole movie was about drugs, but different drugs. Like the mom, she was just on regular diet pills, bro.
Yeah, she was so
and she's cracked out. That was like legal crack.
She was so I felt so sad because I'm like,
hallucinating, fucking being on the show, wild.
But yeah, she really thought she's like a lot of the people out here.
Oh my god, dude.
She really thought getting famous was the
No
only way to feel loved.
That's so trippy. That the moment you said that, like 100 fucking middle-aged women ran through my fucking head that I met out here.
Yeah. I'm like,
That's
you don't need
wild, dude.
to be famous in order to feel loved. Like, you are loved. Like, she had her son, but her son was like neglectful.
Right.
And he was on drugs too and shit.
Took the TV.
Yeah, that nigga.
That's the opening scene is him dragging the TV to get money for drugs or some shit.
Yeah. And it's like, bro, it's funny when you like, we do stand up and like I haven't been doing it for that long, like almost 2 years in a few weeks, but it's like I watch people and I'm like, okay, I know why you do stand up. Like, you're just doing it. You're doing it because acting's not hitting.
Oh yeah,
Or
I see what you mean.
You're doing it because you just want attention.
Yeah.
Or it's like you're doing it because you love stand up. I could tell you love stand up, even if you're not good at it.
Right, right.
Or it's like you're just doing it because your friends are doing it.
Yeah. It's weird, dude. Like I remember talking to this comedian CJ Price, and he takes it very serious, which I appreciate. You know what I mean? I appreciate any comedian who takes it serious.
Funny dude, he's hella funny.
Funny.
Shout out CJ.
Hella funny, dude. But it's like I can see that now because that's how it was in film, right? Like if anyone came in your fucking shit and they're not taking it serious, they just want to kind of fucking lollygag around, figure it out. It's just like there's no time for this, and I'm starting to see that now with comedy. You know what I mean? I was having a conversation with Adam Fink today.
No time.
And you said it too. It's just like you don't want to go up there and just fucking hear someone just fucking bullshit. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? Like I've been in rooms where everyone's taking this serious, and it's like the feedback and the energy in those rooms are fucking bar none the best.
Yeah.
Bar none the best.
That's when it's the best, when everybody's taking advantage of the opportunity. You got to take advantage.
Right.
It's like some people do it, and it's like I hate the way they do it because it's like they're so used. They take the attention they get for granted. People like me, I'm not like that because I never had attention. So I make the most of it when I get on stage and speak, and you can hear it in the writing. Like, and what was I gonna say? Fuck. Bro, I fucking had a brain fart, nigga.
No, you're good. You're good.
Fuck, what were we talking about? Reasons why people do stand up?
Yeah, the attention.
Yeah, intention. Oh, time. Yeah.
The time. Yeah, the time thing.
You have to be sense of urgency.
Yeah.
There is no. That's another thing. There's no. People be like, I'll do it tomorrow. There's no tomorrow.
Dude, you can't do that.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There's no future.
Right.
The only time we have is now.
Right.
When it's 2 weeks from now, you're not gonna be like, damn, I'm in the future. Like, nigga. It's only now. And we can't go back to the past. So it's only now.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%, bro. 100%. I'm right there. So I'm doing this like blog now because I partnered up with I was telling you, the podcast room. So I'm doing these blogs like once a week, but that's what I talk about. I touch up on that. It's like you cannot like a day from now, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, you would wish you had done something right today.
Facts.
Like, and you realize that quick with like comedy because it's just the repetitions, bro. You got to get up there. When I started, I was only doing like 1 or 2 rooms a day. Yeah. Now I upped it to like at least 4 to 5, at least 4.
Yeah, and if you can only do 1 a day, that's fine.
That's fine.
Like most people have day jobs and shit.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Like just be consistent, even if it's 1 a day. Even if you're just writing every day and you're not doing as much sets. That's
and even
fine.
if you don't feel like it, that's when you do the best. I feel like, right?
You can
going.
do the best when you don't feel like it. You can force some shit out. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. But fucking yeah, bro. You just gotta, because you have to. It's like work. It's like a job. You gotta do it when you don't feel like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't feel like going to open mics all the time.
Right.
Sometimes I don't feel like doing shows all the time. But you gotta just do it. You gotta remember why you're doing it. I do it. Everybody's reason is different, though. Right. It's like, I know we were talking about wrong reasons to do it, but if you love doing it, there's no such thing as in a way, there's no such, like, my reason is I just have an innate need to express myself. Some people might think that's very selfish.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I think people are just soft.
Yeah.
People are so soft, bro.
Yeah, because it's like nowadays, it's just like I don't want to like keep repeating that same trope where it's like people are sensitive, blah blah blah.
But they are.
But yeah, and it's usually people who've led very good lives.
That's so true.
Those are the types of people that complain about it the most.
That's very true, right?
Because these people,
most privileged.
Yeah, the most privileged people are complaining about that shit the most.
Right.
But at the end of the day, life is a bitch. And if you can't tolerate hearing one thing you don't want to hear, you're a bitch too.
I mean, that's facts. That's facts. I take that.
Yeah, man. But, it's like at the same time though, like, freedom of speech ain't free though.
No.
Freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequence. I'm only talking like this because I can take the heat in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So if I say some shit and everybody gets mad, you're not going to see me being like, why is everybody mad at me?
Yeah.
Like, like I can take the heat, like,
I respect that. No, yeah, absolutely, bro.
Because I'm not getting here. If I, like, whatever I accomplish, like, I'm not getting there based on my likability. Like, that's not my strongest
I like
thing.
that.
Like, it's in my vision. Like, it's in my talent and hard work,
Yeah.
Because likability can get you very far. If people like you, you can get very far. But people are going to catch up at some point and realize you're not that good.
Or you're not that nice.
Or you're not that
likable,
nice,
right?
Or you don't work that hard.
Like we see that a lot with the Jimmy Fallon shit, the Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah.
Like it catches up to them, bro. And
it does. That's why I could never do that. Like type of just being a slave to like what people think and having to fucking.
It makes you miserable, bro.
Yeah.
I could not tell you how miserable I was working in film, especially like the last 2-3 years I was doing it.
Talk about that. Yeah. What was it like?
It was just the fucking whole frame of the industry was changing, bro. You know what I mean? Like their ideologies, what they wanted to talk about on set, working on set was fucking different. Like, not that I would fucking say anything fucked up. It's just like I couldn't say anything because I didn't want to offend anybody.
Yeah.
And I hated that, dude. I hated that myself. And I was just like, who am I?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
having to like compulsively filter yourself.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Bro, like the past, like from 2020 up until like the beginning of this year, I was just like, I don't know who I am. Like I'm trying to be someone I'm not. And it was like a thing where I fell into again. I'm like, I'm doing this again. You know what I mean? And then when I started doing comedy and the fact that I could just be honest, and even if I don't get laughs or no one, they don't judge me for saying what I say on stage, And at least with comics, the audience may be different.
Audience, yeah, they judge. But
they judge.
It's like, they deserve to, like, they're sitting there listening to you, like, they're giving you their time. Like,
right, yeah.
I'm not, if I get freedom of speech, you have freedom to judge.
Right,
like,
true.
It's equal. We're on an equal playing field.
So how do you fucking deal with that then? Like, let's say you say something on stage and you can feel the audience isn't vibing with you. Are you going to change your act, or are you going to keep going with what you feel like saying?
I'll acknowledge the energy in the room.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a laugh just pointing that out, just pointing out the obvious change in energy, But I stand on what I say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not doing this whole, I'm not gonna fit into what anybody wants me to be.
Yeah.
Like I've been broke for too long, nigga. Like
Dude, that's 100%.
I've worked too many shitty jobs. I'm doing this on my terms. When my opportunity comes, I'm the boss.
Have you always approached comedy like this, or was there like let's say you were a year in and there was a shift, or have you always been?
I've always just been like this.
Yeah.
I've always been like my core is like, obviously I want to keep evolving as a person. Like I think I've evolved a lot, but my core has always been the same. Like I didn't have to, like I've always been this way. I've always been, people think I'm awkward or whatever, but I've always been like that. Like that's just me being authentic. You know?
Right.
Like I didn't have to change. Like I was always kind of like weird a little bit, and I didn't have to change for the world. Like I think the world got weirder.
That's interesting. What kind of like what did your friends look like growing up, like in terms of like nationality? I'm just curious.
My best friends growing up, I had like 2 Mexican friends.
Mm-hmm.
They're still my best friends today.
Mm-hmm.
I had a white homie. He was like my good friend for a while. We don't really talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. And I had a few black friends, but like all my black friends would like just move.
Like from away from Seattle.
Just like, bro, niggas just moved to West Seattle. We're just moving to like fucking. I think I had a homie. He moved to like Vegas or some shit.
Okay.
Or somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. Like
So it's very diverse then.
Yeah, I only had like one white friend. I only had like one or two white friends growing up.
Right.
Now I live in LA, so this is the most white friends I ever had.
No kidding.
Yes. Yes.
Is it different from Seattle? I mean, because everyone's kind of different out here, but then again, it's like we're all the same because we're comics. Which, by the way, I love fucking hanging out with you at the fucking.
Thanks,
store,
bro. I like hanging out with you too.
It's hella chill, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's hella chill. It's
I
like
try
a
to
homie.
be. I try to be like, because sometimes it's hard meeting me for the first time. Like sometimes I might come across a certain way, maybe like awkward or like standoffish or just whatever. But I try to be like inclusive. I try to treat everybody. I give everybody baseline respect.
Right, 100%.
Some people,
Bro.
You go to the store, it's a social hierarchy.
Yeah.
And it's tough. It's very cliquey.
Yeah,
but
bro.
And like
some people won't even introduce themselves to me. I'll be like, I'm Jesse. They'd look away. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's
like
because
this is crazy.
It's this culture's comedy. It's like you haven't been doing it that long, type shit.
Right.
Or like they haven't seen you go up, type shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Not many people have seen me go up, so
That's
it's like
true.
I get respect now from some people, but I'm still not embraced by the comedy scene really. So I just got to keep going up and keep being as funny as I can, because life is about, I wasn't embraced. I was never like the cool kid ever.
Yeah.
Like in school.
Yeah.
And like I just dealt with it just by being like, fuck you niggas, I'm gonna just be alone.
Yeah, right.
Like I'm fine being alone. I don't need nobody to cheer for me. But life is about standing on top of your fears. It's not about running from your fears, because everything you want is on the other side of fear. So that's why I go to the Comedy Store. I'm like, all right, these people don't like me that much, but I'm still here.
They're gonna like you. They're gonna end up liking you, bro.
Yeah, they see my you still gotta look at my face, nigga.
Yeah.
And you gotta keep going to these clubs and showing face, because the closer you are to the stage, the closer you are to getting on the stage. That's what I believe.
And it's a one thing too. Me and Adam Fink were talking about it today. We're talking about the hierarchy and how you got to respect it. You can't just like someone like me. I can't just go up there and be like, "Yo, dude, let's fucking," you know what I mean? Like, thank God, because me and Fink had like a mutual friend, and then what did I do? Just run into you at the store, I think.
Yeah. But it's you definitely I think comedians that have been doing it way longer than you, they're entitled to a reasonable amount of respect.
Yeah, of course.
But my thing is just like, let's just be like
people.
Let's be respectful,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let it. I seen a popping comedian. I seen him fucking give another comedian like a noogie. I was like, I will never let a grown ass man do that to, like, niggas be manhandling each other, like all this hazing. Nah, I'm not with it. Like, I'm not doing that shit. So it's like, I respect the older comedians.
Yeah.
But I'm not like,
I'm not like your boy, dude. Like your little boy, your dog.
I'm not your little boy. This ain't a frat, nigga. I'll slap you. The fuck. It's not like you helped. It's not like you're helping me get anywhere.
That's true. That's very true.
You're not an influence. The fuck.
That's very true.
So it's like, but I respect the time people put into it. For real, for real. That's what you gotta respect. That's 100%. Why you gotta. I don't just walk up to, I don't just walk up to whoever's in the main room and be like, "Yo, what up, bro?" Like, exactly. Nah, let them be them, bro.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because at one point they were in your shoes, and now they're finally getting their spotlight.
Right. Let me get another beer real quick. You want another one?
Yeah.
Let's talk about your show, dude. The show that you produce, Lovers and Friends. You said.
Yeah, Lovers and
Love
Friends.
the name. Love the name.
Me and the homies came up with it in the group chat. I forgot how, but like, I produce. This next one is gonna be my 5th show, and I'm happy about that. I can't believe I did 4 of them bitches.
Yeah.
And then I had it packed out every time. And
good for you.
Yeah, it's very hard to produce a show. Honestly, it's a lot of work.
What do you think is like one of the most challenging things of it?
The stress leading up to it, dealing with that.
Yeah.
You got to reach out to everybody. The way I pack my shows is I DM people personally.
Yeah.
Hopefully they bring their group of friends.
Right.
You know, this person, word of mouth type shit. Some comedians come out and support.
I'll come out there. Just let me know.
I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll
know.
definitely let you know. Sometimes the comedians on the lineup bring people, which is helpful, but I never press them about that.
Right.
That bringer show shit. That's the whole reason I started producing shows is because I didn't want to do bringer shows.
Yeah, bro. That's what I hear a lot. I'm doing them right now.
You gotta pay your dues, nigga. We all did it, nigga. Pull up to the Comedy Chateau with 5 motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's what I got going on.
I'm here for
tomorrow.
my 5 minutes.
That's what I got tomorrow.
Oh my God, bro. That piece of shit.
That's just funny, man.
But fucking what's it called? Yeah, reaching out, DMing everybody you know. Sometimes I be DMing people I'm not even that close to, and I'll be like, pull up. Like, nigga, I haven't heard from you in years. What the fuck? Fuck, I look like supporting your comedy dream, nigga. Fuck out my face. No, but usually those people can be, those types of people, surprisingly, they be pulling up sometimes. It's like, damn.
Oh, shit.
You know? And
damn,
like,
that's cool.
Every show, the day, I'm like, nobody's coming.
Yeah.
I'm always like, nobody's going to come to this shit, bro. Because you're hitting up everybody you know, and everybody's saying, maybe.
Right.
So that shit is stressful as fuck.
Where do you hold these shows? Like, where do you go to venues? Or?
Usually Third Wheel Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I usually go to Third Wheel Hollywood. That place has been dope. The last one, I did it at my crib. That was the most poppin' show I've had. We were still, everybody was still buzzing after the show. It was lit. That shit was lit. It was fire. We had fire comics. We had Erica Rhodes. She's super funny. Mm-hmm. She closed it out. She was hilarious. Everybody loved her. You know, I always do a set. You know, my niggas do their sets. And, like, it just be funny, bro. Like, it just be good. Because, like, I'm in charge. That's what I like. Yeah. I like being in charge. Every time I'm not in charge and somebody else is in charge. Miserable. They fuck it up every time.
I'm miserable, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I love doing this shit now.
Because nobody can tell you how to do your shit.
Not once.
You're in charge and it just feels good. Because you're like, this is going to be good because I did it.
Yeah. It feels great, bro. Honestly, it feels great.
And it helped get me some pull in the comedy community. Like, because now there is a few people that like know about they know what I'm capable of. I'm not here just trying to leech off of other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I have something to offer. Like, I could help people out. I give people stage time type shit. Mm-hmm. And at my shows, honestly, that's where I have my best sets. Because it's like, it is kind of a cheat code, though. Because, like, it be feeling like they're just kind of just, like, it's a rally for you. So you be thinking, like, damn, maybe I'm getting a little more than I deserve type shit. But it's like, nah, like, that's what, in the future, like, headliners, people watch them. People come out to their show. They're supporting them no matter what.
Right.
You know?
Right,
they're there to see their favorite comedian. So that's kind of like a rally in the end. But yeah, it's a fun experience. By the time you don't have to promote and everybody's in their seats, it's like that's when it's like, okay, let's just have fun. Yeah. Like, I can breathe now.
Right, right. You like living in LA? In LA?
Yeah, honestly, I love living in LA. Even though like I've went through the ups and downs just like everybody else. This shit is hard. Yeah. It's an obstacle course. This shit is not for the weak. That's why most people move out after a year. I've been here for 3 years. Like, you can tell by the way I talk, I sound like a grizzled veteran. Nigga.
Grizzled veteran.
Yeah. This shit is not easy. I don't work for my dad.
It'll add years to you for sure, bro.
I don't work for my dad. I wasn't born in Silver Lake.
Yeah.
Like, I drove out here in my Kia, nigga. I drove out here in a Kia Spectra. And it's like, I'm not like super popping, but it's like, there's so much progress in like 2 years. Like, I swear to God, just wait in like 5 years where I'm at.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, dude.
Like, and that's why I'm not waiting for anybody to validate me. Like, I'm validating myself regardless of how much accomplishments I have.
You have to approach it that way, dude. Because you're just going to make people who don't even know you fucking, like, not even care. You know what I mean? Like, you're validating yourself to people who don't even care. Yeah. Or just a thought in your head.
Facts.
Where you got to live yourself every fucking day.
Because people be thinking they want somebody humble and quiet. No, nigga. I've done it. Yeah. It doesn't work. Trust me. I've done it. Yeah. You got to make people feel your presence.
Right.
That's what I learned.
It's like a digital world, dude. It's a different world,
you
man.
learn so much stuff about yourself just doing stand-up, and that's just
100%.
that's one of the epiphanies I had. So again, it's kind of like how you achieved that. You got that shit on what's it called? We Own Laughs.
Yeah, we own the laughs.
We own the laughs. Like, congrats again, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. It's a wild thing, man, and it's just really cool to see just like the work finally just somewhat paying off. You know what I mean? And am I getting my face out there? You know, and that's why I started the podcast, because I saw the shift into the digital world, and I was like, I got to catch this wave before it's too late. And like the fact that people are seeing my face now, like I said, dude, Dane Cook saw the post.
Yeah.
Because I tagged him on some shit, but he saw it. You know, so my face is there. My face is out there.
Facts, bro. That's amazing. Like, you got to remind people of how far you came.
True.
Because
it's a story.
Because I'm waiting.
It's a successful failure, right? It's all these failures and fucking one thing just pops off.
Yeah, bro.
What are you gonna say though?
No, yeah. Like, just the same thing. You're just reminding people of how far you came, because a lot of people, like, they'll not support it, and then when it finally starts making money, they'll pretend like they understood all along, and it's like, nigga, why are you amazed I don't respect you?
That's so true, bro.
So
because
like,
people are just quiet about it. No one's fucking like.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
they wait till everybody else is supporting it, so they can just.
So true.
It's like, I know who's been supporting it.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole time.
Yep, I do. I do. It's a short list. I'll tell you that much.
It's a
very short list.
Yeah.
A very short list.
So how would you describe your comedy?
My comedy, I'm starting to see it. I like to go in one way, like one perspective, and then kind of flip it on its head. Like, oh, I like this, and I'll talk about it, and then I'll flip it at the very end and be like, I don't like this shit. I feel like, I don't know if that's a type of comedy. But I'm noticing right now that the writing really, it's helping in some ways, but being on stage and having presence on stage, that's where I'm feeling the most comfortable, and riffing. You know what I mean? Like, going to open, I don't know if you had this problem, but I still haven't figured it out. Going from an improv mic to an open mic. Like, the improv, I feel natural, I feel like myself. And then when I go to an open mic and work on material, I'm a completely different person. I'm stammering. I have no energy.
You're
I don't know what I'm doing, dude. It's so frustrating.
You might be overthinking your writing process.
Yeah, and
you might be overthinking, like, memorizing your jokes.
Yeah.
You don't have to say it like word for word.
I'm starting to realize that.
You don't have to say it word for word. Just remember your jokes and say it the way it feels most natural, and say it to the crowd, like, as if you're just speaking to them, not just speaking in front of them.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Speak to the crowd and not in front of them.
Okay. I like that.
That's one of the things I learned doing comedy.
Like that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Thanks.
So I got some inside information. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's hear it.
We can cut this if you want, but I gotta ask you.
Leave it in.
Leave it in. All right. So I got some word on the streets. Is why do you think that is?
Cut this shit. First of all, definitely cut this shit. I already know Adam said it. His fucking.
I'll cut that. Sorry, Adam. I tried, bro. I was telling you at the store. I'm just so lucky that I'm not like single and dating right now, because it just feels like it's a really, really, really tough pool.
It's my fault that I'm not that.
Not even.
Honestly, I'm not even that successment with women. Honestly, like, I don't. But it's like I don't put that much energy into it, and I don't have like I've went on dates, and it's usually just me paying for shit and them not appreciating it.
I know, dude.
So it's just like
it makes you feel like shit, bro.
I don't got hella time and money to where I can be doing that shit all the time. I do it sometimes though.
Yeah.
Like, I was on a date recently. It went great, but it was like she wasn't really. She got her shit, and she was like, "All right, that's it."
Jesus.
So it was like that was kind of like her version of like fucking me and not calling me back.
It's wild, bro. And like, I've heard fucking many women say it. They just fucking be doing that. You know what I mean? They just be going out to dinner just for a free dinner, for a free meal.
Yeah.
Type shit. And that is so fucked up, man.
It is fucked up.
So fucked
but their
up.
justification is like, well, dudes fuck us and don't hit us back up, and like, then stop hitting those, like,
then stop giving it up so fucking easily.
Yeah. Like, stop. Like, what you thought was gonna happen?
Yeah. I don't know. It's wild. I always say it's a two-way street. You know what I mean?
It is a two-way street.
But at the same time, it's just like it's just a wild time to be fucking trying to find someone.
To be trying to find somebody seriously.
And I don't know.
Now,
go ahead.
Relationships are just so like transactional to me. Like I'd like to have somebody where it's like I can be vulnerable with them and they appreciate me for who I am and not what I have to offer.
Right.
But it's like
you got to go.
I understand though. I understand why it's like you can't be with a bum. You know.
Yeah.
You can't.
You got to go overseas, bro. The girls overseas are better. My girl's foreigner.
But I be seeing girls with bums, and I'm just like, what damn, bro? These niggas doing worse than me. What the fuck?
I'm bum. No,
you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not. Stop. You have a successful podcast.
Yeah, you got to go overseas, bro. I'm telling you.
And
like, it's different.
And sometimes I'm just like, damn, all I see is just tall white men getting all the pussy.
Yeah.
Tall white men getting all the pussy. It's like these dudes are just lame as shit.
Yeah.
Like nothing special. They don't even. It's not like these niggas be driving Ferraris and shit.
They're just tall and handsome.
Tall white men, just fucking pansy ass dudes, just fucking getting bitches. I'm like, how? What boxes is he checking off besides white and tall? Like, what the fuck? But I get it. It's like women didn't like that's what they saw on TV. So it's like growing up, that's what they're attracted to. Like,
I don't know. I feel like the landscape's kind of changing though. Like I always equate it to like when I was growing up, all the fucking women love black dudes from where I'm from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like athletic black dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I have this thing where I was like, okay, I just gotta wait my turn because it seems like the shades, women are just liking shades lighter and lighter. So I was just waiting for them to like Filipinos. But like, I'm like,
I was on a date with a Filipino girl recently.
Yeah?
Yeah, Filipino girls like black dudes.
They love black dudes. They love black dudes, bro.
Yeah.
They love black dudes.
But it was a weird, it wasn't that great of a date.
No?
But
why?
No chemistry. You know, we're just two different people. You know, we met on the internet, bro. Like, magic's not gonna happen. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Have you met like a woman out in LA, like in person rather than the internet?
Yeah.
Like, how did that kind of like?
I met a few of them. I've met girls where like I've hit it off with them.
Mm-hmm.
You'll hit it off with them at a party or at a bar, and then you just never see them again.
Damn.
And it's just like, damn.
There's just so many.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I feel like, sorry.
I'm supposed to be going on a few dates, but I don't know. Like, it's just like
they have out here in LA, there's so many options. And I feel like that could be like a psychological thing. Because, you know, you dating out like the Midwest, I feel like there's not that many options. So you find someone good, it's just like, I'm gonna stick with this, you know. Where out here, it's like the pool is so big. Oh, there's always something better to fucking go after, you know.
But it just kind of reminds me, it's like I'm more than just like. It just reminds like I'm more than just fucking. My thing is like I'm trying to build something for myself.
Yeah,
that's what like my priority.
100%.
Like I like fucking bitches, but it's like my purpose goes beyond trying to stick my dick in a bitch. Yeah.
You got
like. And I feel like if I just keep like living with purpose and trying to build something for myself, like a girl will come along and appreciate that. That hasn't happened yet, but it will happen someday.
Will, brother. Trust me. It will. It will, dude. And it's gonna come the least you expect it. Honestly.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
When you don't want it. Like when I met my girl, bro, I was just like, nope, film. This is all I want. And then I met her, and it was just kind of like.
How old were you? Like 20 something.
27 when I met her. Yeah, and then fucking, But yeah, she's a lot more mature than I am.
Yeah, women usually mature faster.
Way more mature than I am. Dude. Yeah, she's got her shit together. You know what I mean? But it's like now my focus is on her, but it's just like, what can I do to supplement the life that I see with her? You know what I mean? And hopefully, I kind of found it. That
was another problem I had with women. I feel like women thought I was super. They still think I'm like super immature, like not like a boy. Like and it doesn't help that I have like a lot of older like female friends. So they be looking at me like I'm just like this little boy.
That's true.
Like I don't know. And like when I meet people for the first time, they're always like, "Dude, you're 25. I thought you were way younger." I was like, "What? How? Like what? Like they'll say like it's because of the way I look and shit." Like, but sometimes I'm worried. I'm like, "Damn, am I just like immature?" Because I feel like I'm pretty mature for my age.
I think so.
I think I just need to get facial hair.
You said 25.
Yeah, I need to get a beard.
I can't do it, bro. I can't do shit.
You can't do it?
I can't even do a mustache, bro. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm kind of like in the same boat. Like I got this.
But that's hair. Like I can't do that. Like this is it. That's it, bro.
Fuck it. You're already in love. You don't need facial hair.
That's true.
You don't need facial hair.
That's very true. And she hates it too. She always asks me to shave. Always asks me to
Damn.
shave. Yeah.
What's your favorite position?
Like from the back, homie.
From the back?
From the back.
Okay, damn. Bro in love, but he like doggy style.
Like from the back, bro.
From the back. I like, bro. I'm not gonna. People gonna say I'm boring and shit, but I like missionary, bro. I like missionary. I like looking in the. It feels so real.
Yeah.
I like looking at her.
That's how we
eyes.
start off.
Yeah.
There's like a position that she likes. I do it.
And he's like, all right, bitch, turn around.
No, you heard it fucking the other day.
I'm trying to see what that ass do.
You heard it the other day. She's a fucking beautiful chick, bro.
Yeah,
She's a beautiful chick.
I've been seeing pictures. She looks lovely. What? What's the fuck? What is this?
She looks lovely.
Yeah, that's a weird nigga. I sounded like fucking.
Not
Trump.
even. No,
Like,
no. No, she's, and on top of that, bro, she's just a real one, bro. She's just, I can't tell you how.
You're blessed,
I don't
then.
have to fucking worry about it.
You're not. I'll tell you. Like the people, like they will tell you, you are not missing out at all.
I know, I'm not.
On the dating scene.
No.
There is no substance.
It sounds so confusing.
These bitches be delusional.
It sounds so confusing. I don't get it.
Like, yeah, it's wrong.
get it.
Shit, that's wrong with men too. But I'm
course.
just saying these bitches because I deal with women, nigga. It's like there's stuff wrong with men too. That ain't my problem. The fuck, I date women and these bitches be crazy as shit. They standards be through the roof and shit. What the fuck?
It's wild, bro.
Yeah,
It's so
nigga.
wild. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need a real one, bro. You just need overseas, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, there are crazy ones
honestly.
overseas, you know what I mean? But, like, there are real ones out there. I mean, sure, there are real ones out in America, too, but
Yeah,
I love my
most
accents.
definitely.
I love my accents.
I love my accent.
So, were you born in Eritrea?
No, I was born in Seattle.
Seattle?
My family, my mom was born in Sudan.
Oh,
and
okay.
My dad's Eritrean. They're both Eritrean. Like they
Are they next to each other? Sudan and Eritrea?
they're near each other. Yeah, it's just like Eritrea is East Africa.
Right.
So it used to be Ethiopia, and then there was a war. Eritrea wanted independence, and they won that war, and they've been independent since 1993. So, and I'm Eritrean.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I grew up, but there was like a culture gap between like obviously me and my siblings and my mom because we're very American and she's Eritrean, like she's African mom,
Yeah,
like fob
bro.
type shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
yeah, bro.
But we
I
got
feel
away with shit. Like
Yeah.
we got, we didn't have no like white upbringing. Like we got away with certain shit. Like they my school would leave a voicemail. Be like, DeGen was fighting today, and then she'd be like, "What that mean?" I'd be like, "Nothing, just delete it." It's nothing.
Shit. No fucking way.
Nothing. It's not. Or it's like we'd go to. I'd take my mom. We'd go to GameStop because I'd want like Grand Theft Auto or some shit.
Right.
And the GameStop employee would be like,
Oh, fuck.
"Yeah, you already know."
Yeah,
The
bro.
GameStop employee would be like, "Ma'am, this game has sexual violence, nudity,
Yeah, bro. Snitches,
guns.
bro.
Are you still okay with buying this game?" She'd be like, "What that mean?" I'd be like, "It means it's educational." She'd be like, "Okay, yes, $60 here." I'd be like, "Yeah, GTA 5, boy, nigga. We lit, nigga."
How is that like growing up with immigrant parents for you?
That's so. I've never thought about that in that. I've never reflected on it in that way.
Neither have I. But
That's
it's just
such
been
like
always
a
been
popular topic among comedians, and that's what gets them like. Comedy clubs love that type of shit. My parents were immigrants, so like that's such like a typical thing.
I've never
But-
said it on stage, but it's like I've seen
Yeah.
someone do it. You know what I mean? I'm like,
so many people do it. It's like I should
because you're right. It grabs the audience's attention right when you say it.
Yeah, we should do it, but like we have to do it in our own way,
Right.
Because like the way they do it is like lame.
And
But
it's usually always fucking white majority. Like, you know what I mean? Like the whitest dude up there.
Yeah.
I got immigrant parent.
I'm like, nigga, the fuck.
Yeah. Because for
But-
me, it was like, especially in the Philippines, bro, it's like, I feel like Filipinos 10, 15, 20 years ago, that we were unknown.
Yeah.
Like it was just Chinese, Japanese, and Koreans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nobody
Like,
knows like the different types of.
Yeah, like I was always called a Korean or a Japanese
Damn.
my whole life. Up until I moved, crazy enough, up
They
until
called
like
you that? They just.
yeah,
what
they're
up?
just like, you're Chinese. I'm like, I'm not fucking Chinese.
What
bro.
up, my
Like,
Japanese?
yeah, bro. But it was just like until recently, like maybe the past like 5-6 years, where everyone was identifying me, like I said earlier, as a Filipino, which I thought was interesting.
But going back to your question, like growing up with immigrant parents, it was cool. Like I appreciated it. Like I appreciate everything. You don't, but I didn't appreciate it obviously growing up. You don't
Yeah.
appreciate everything
100%,
until
dude.
you're grown. You're just like, damn, like they really did all this shit for me.
Right, dude?
I'm blessed because I get to live a very selfish life. I don't live my life for other people, which is good, but I want to get to the point where I can share my life with others and like help build somebody else up, just like
Yeah,
the
man.
way my family did for me.
100%, dude.
But yeah, it was cool. Like there was obviously arguments because of like cultural gaps.
Right.
Like I
right.
just remember every time I'd want to spend a night at my friend's house, it'd be like World War III.
Bro, couldn't do it, man. I remember I'm trying to work on this bit, but it's like me and my homies, we would just do 4-way calls at night. We would just talk to each other at night. It sounds so gay, but that's what we used to do because we could never be at each other's house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's how we spent. And my parents would never let me out.
Yeah.
Like to parties and shit up until I had a car.
Yeah.
Everyone would be partying, or like after like the football games, go to like the dance and shit, and I'd have to go home.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Oh my
fuck
God.
this, bro. Type shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Or I guess that'd be a problem if I had white parents, but just being out hella late and them just being like, where were you? Just that type of shit.
And you're 2 minutes late, and it's fucking raising hell, bro.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I'd ask my mom to spend the night. I'd be so terrified on the phone.
Yep.
I'd be like, Mom, can I? She'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Like she knew it was
Yep.
coming.
Exactly.
I'd
Yep.
be like, can I spend the night? She'd be like, what? You have bed at home. Why you do this? Like that type of shit.
Do you have bits where you do the accent on stage?
I'm not.
Not comfortable?
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
No, I would love to do it, but
Uh-huh.
I'm not good at the accent. I've seen other people do the African accent, and I think it's because I'm just not at home as much.
Got
I'm
it.
not around
Yeah.
that many Africans
Oh, okay.
as much. So it's like I'm losing touch a little bit. So
Shit.
yeah, just all these fucking white people, just fucking feel like a zombie. They got me turned into one, nigga. Fuck. But yeah, that's what it was like growing up. So like it was cool. Good times, bad times, but
Yeah.
that's just what it is when you're living with your parents.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
That's why you got to get the fuck. I had to get out. Like some people, God bless you, save that money, but I literally cannot live. I can't be in that situation. It's like
with
me
your
trying
parents,
to
like living with your parents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
can't
me
do it
trying to
either.
wear a diaper now.
I can't do
still.
it. I can't do it. I love my parents. Don't get me wrong.
I
love
love my parents too. I
Love your
love my
mom and dad.
mom.
But it's just like we're just better, just like apart. Like there's some, like but dude, it's every time I go back, it's just like we appreciate each other more. Isn't that weird?
That's how
When
it
you
is.
fucking,
Yeah.
you gotta fucking leave each other, and then you appreciate the times you're together with more. I
all
always
I-
thought that was weird.
Yeah. And I do appreciate them. All I got is my siblings and my mom.
Right.
Like my dad passed away when I was like 7 years old. So I didn't have nobody taught me how to be a man. I taught myself how to be a man pretty much type shit. So it's like I appreciate my family, but like I can't I gotta do my own thing. Like nobody knows my situation better than me. So it's like it's my life. You know what I'm saying? I can't live for them.
Yeah.
I have to live for my purpose. I have to live with purpose.
How many siblings do you have?
2 sisters, 1 brother. So 2 older sisters, 1 older brother, and then my mom. So that's my household.
That's a pretty big family.
Yeah, it is.
I only got my sister. I just got 1 sibling.
Your sister and your parents?
Yeah.
Older or younger?
Little sister. She just fucking became a doctor, bruh. The
Oh,
family's
shit,
first
congrats.
doctor, bro.
What's it like being an older?
What's it feel like? A lot of responsibility, especially having Filipino parents. There's a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of like, you got to fucking make a good example for your younger sister. You know what I mean? Which I won't lie, like I was a fucking asshole in high school. You know what I mean? And I wish I really
Yeah.
was like a better role model for my sister. But
Yeah.
she's fine. She's a doctor. I'm fucking here doing.
That's what's
fucking
up. Yeah, no, you
comedy.
got it. Yeah, no, you're killing it too.
Thank you,
Don't
bro.
undermine yourself.
Yeah,
There'll be other people that'll do that for you.
that's true. That's very true, bro. That's
But yeah,
very true.
no, it's cool. I appreciate, there's perks to being like the younger sibling. But my thing is like I've been the younger sibling my whole life. My
Right.
whole life I've been the little guy.
Right.
I had to go through somebody else every time I wanted to do
true.
something.
That's very true.
So it's like, and that's like the recurring thing of my life. Like my whole life I've been the little nigga. Like everybody's always looked at me like I was so little and small. Like I'm the little guy every time I go to these major clubs. Like they don't pay attention to me at all. So when it's my time, it's gonna be my time.
Yeah.
And like that's what I'm looking forward to. That's kind of like what fuels me.
Right.
But you do learn a lot from people older than you.
Absolutely, dude. I grew up in an old folks home, man. Like fucking like Benjamin Button type shit. Right.
Who was Benjamin? Who was?
You ever see that movie?
I've seen the movie,
Yeah.
but it's like who like they grew up like
They grew up in an old folks home. It's basically he was fucking left at like one of those hospice homes,
yeah.
and then he just grew up in that. And that was like my life. I grew up with old folks and just
Damn.
talking to old folks, people with dementia
Damn.
type shit. Yeah.
Damn.
But I think like that's why I'm so good at this because as a kid, this is what I would do. I would just
You
be
know
at the
all
table.
types of perspectives then.
Yeah, it was
You
like
talk to all types of people.
exactly like I said, people with dementia, people who are just experiencing life, people who had like speech impediments because of a stroke. So
Yeah.
I social cues and stuff like that comes like I don't want to say easy for me, but it's just like I've seen it a lot, and I'm very blessed for it because I mean again like I don't
You
if
are
I didn't grow up,
blessed.
I didn't if I didn't grow up that way, I don't think I'd be even good at this podcast shit. That was the foundation of me being able to talk to whoever.
You are very blessed for being good at that because me, I'm like the opposite. Like I was never good at social cues. I might be autistic. I don't know yet, but
No, you're good, dude.
growing up,
You're good.
I can hold a conversation.
Yeah.
But it's like growing up, like just talking to strangers, getting to know people for the first time. Sometimes I might change the topic too fast. Just
Yeah.
I wasn't good. I've never been good at like social cues. So it's like growing up, everybody just looked at me like I was this degenerate. And like it kind of like alienated me and shit.
Yeah.
And like people would write me off after the first impression and shit. So
Yeah, man. I feel that.
that sucked. But I'm getting better at speaking to people.
I think you're
because-
just fine, bro. I think
Yeah,
you're yourself.
thanks.
You know what I mean? I'd like,
Yeah.
and that's what I appreciate you about, like most about you is just you're yourself, especially in LA where people are trying to be something that they're not.
Yeah.
Always, dude. Always. They come out the house like that, and it's just like, oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. It's so exhausting.
You got
dude.
it. You have to be the one to deal with it.
It's so fucking exhausting. I don't know how people do it.
I don't know how.
That's
people
why I
do it.
appreciate all of you. That's why I'm fucking homies with you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
appreciate you, man.
Bro.
And it's like, and it's this thing. It's like, it goes back to that question. It's like, when it comes to this, like, would you rather be who you want to be, or just be who you are?
of course,
Which
numero
one?
dos.
Number one, I think. But what if who you want to be, you're trying to be?
No, number two. I want to be number two.
Yeah. Nigga, you said numero dos. You said numero uno, right?
No, I said dos.
Oh,
I said
dos?
Yeah, I said
Fuck,
dos.
I'm
yeah.
fucked up then.
No, you're
Okay.
good. You're good.
But you gotta, cause it's like you can make an argument that like they're trying to be somebody else. They're trying to be this star,
Exactly.
and they're not a star yet.
There's a
So
lot of that, bro, in film.
that's-
Man. It's exhausting, bro.
But I'm trying to, in a way, that's me, cause like people don't see me as people don't see anybody as like star. It's like my thing is like you gotta know who you are to be who you want to be.
There's a different approach though with comedians compared to what I was used to with filmmakers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you guys, like you have to. Like that's the thing. It's people come see you, and I get it with film too. People come see you, but there's only one person they're coming to see, and it's a movie star. They don't give a fuck about anybody else.
Damn.
When they come see a
Holy
comedian,
fuck.
they care about you, bro. So when I'm on set and I'm working with fucking dudes at the lower level, they're going home bragging about this shit like I was at a time. I was like, who am I to brag
Damn.
about some shit that I just fucking stood on a corner for fucking 12 hours a day telling people we're rolling, cut.
Yeah.
Who am I to do that?
Yeah.
And that's what the difference between film and this, because people are coming to see you, homie. When they go watch a movie, they're going to see fucking Leonardo DiCaprio on screen, not fucking the director, not the DP, not
Say
the fucking
that.
bro, all of them. And that's to me was the most mind blowing thing about the whole experience. I'm like, I'm bragging about shit that's not even my work.
Damn. But it's like you worked on it though. You were a part
I
of
worked
it.
on it, but that's not my
That's
work.
not mine.
That's
Yeah.
not mine. This is mine. This right here, me on stage, that's mine. That's yours.
Yeah.
And you can build that craft. Yeah, I can't fucking build a fucking directing craft while I'm fucking just standing on a corner of a street or,
Yeah.
or writing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
that's the beauty of like comedy and shit.
Right.
Like, nobody. It's like I liked playing basketball growing up.
Right.
And it was like my
Right.
thing with basketball. I was good. I was nice when it came to pickup, but when it was time to do organized basketball,
Yeah.
I was not good.
Yeah.
So my issue was like I hated having to like. I hated a nigga telling me what to do,
Right.
like coach in my ear,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
me having to wait for the coach to put
Yeah,
me in
bro.
the game.
I totally agree with you.
With art and comedy, I could put myself in the game
Yeah, whenever you want.
whenever
you
I
want.
want.
And you roll at the beat of your own drum. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
facts.
bro, honestly, dude, like you're fucking hustling.
Yeah.
You got your fucking close friends with Adam, and that's a hustler. So it's just like
Yeah.
you just got to put yourself in the right circle of people.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm meeting so many more people that's just like I'm meeting so many people now. And it's like I'm becoming like great friends with them, and like they
right?
just know they're like like-minded individuals.
Right, dude. And
Where-
you're getting seen, bro. People
Yeah.
are putting on comic wars, bro. Like you're
Yeah.
getting seen, man.
It feels good. It feels good to get that recognition.
Yeah, bro.
Because I like people like me, like they don't suspect us to be in the limelight.
Right.
That's why I think it's special when it like the spotlight is on us.
Right.
When you got somebody that's like they're too used to the spotlight, they take that shit for granted, like I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
So that's what I appreciate about doing stand up. But yeah, what's like do you have like for your style of comedy, are you into like making points? Like what's
I try every time I try, I find it never works. If I do make a point, I got to really make it dumb. Like I got to dumb it down. Like I can't really be direct with it. You know what I mean? Like if I
Yeah.
talk about a certain subject, like fucking today, I fucking tried a thing where it's just like everyone hates these corporations, right? Like, but when you go out and like donate to like, you know, when you go to like fast food, and they're like, do you want to donate your change to
Yeah.
this? You're just writing off tax credit for the corporation.
Yeah, it doesn't
and no
mean
one knows
shit.
that. No one knows that, especially fucking liberals. They have
it doesn't
no
mean
fucking
shit.
idea, bro.
They're the worst.
You know what I mean? So it's like, but if I was just straightforward about it. That's the first time I tried to work on it, and it didn't work at all. So it's like, but I notice when I make it sound dumb, like I'm like, oh, I've been doing this for. Well, maybe it's like I approach it where, oh, this is what I want. Like I want people to donate, but then or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought
Like,
I
I
was
just gotta fucking make. I gotta seem dumb. I feel like.
I make a lot of points in my stand
Yeah.
up. I'm trying to get away from that and be more silly.
Right.
But I think I've been doing a good job of making points. There's a lot of hypocrisy out here. It's a lot of people.
Oh yeah, bro.
It's a lot of like self-righteousness
Oh
and
my
shit.
god, dude.
Which
That's
is
your
super annoying.
virtue signaling.
Yeah,
you were talking
because
about the
their
other day.
beliefs are like, and they try to wag their finger at me, which I don't like, because their beliefs are like taught to them, regardless if it's right or wrong.
Right? They don't feel that. It's just they've been
Yeah.
fed
They
so
were
much.
taught to be like to do the right thing, and they were blessed enough to grow up in conscious environments.
Right.
So they were taught their beliefs. Me, all my beliefs are cultivated in experience. That's why I hit different when I say it, because I actually say it from my chest and shit. Like I'm not out here just being just on my high horse, like telling
Right.
people you're bad, you're problematic, you're good, you're this. Like, you know, that's like we get a lot of that nowadays, which is like I don't fuck with that, and that's why I don't. My stand up is never gonna be me telling people how to think,
Right.
which is like the worst possible
Yeah.
art you could make.
I agree. And I feel like when I do that, that's when I lose the crowd, or even
Yeah.
comics.
Just you can prove your point without telling people what to do, but it's like a lot of people like that's just like a lot of art just has an agenda, and I just don't like that. You know.
Yeah,
So
I feel that.
I'm like I feel like I'm like a maverick with my ideas and like how I think and how I say things and shit. Like, and I just let people have. I live and let live. Honestly, when it comes to shit, because people are just taking advantage of saying the right thing and not meaning
Right.
it.
Yeah. We live in that world today. We live in that world. It's
Yeah.
just so easy.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get to feel important when you say some I don't know.
Yeah, to just,
It's just weird.
Say
It's
it,
weird.
say it.
When they have to say like the right thing, the popular thing.
Yeah,
right?
everybody's trying to
gotta
say
feel
the right
important
thing.
when they gotta say the most fucking common thing in the world. That's
Yeah.
when they feel the most individualized, which is so stupid. To
Fuck
me.
that. Like, don't be afraid to be
Yeah,
bold.
Yeah, don't be afraid to say what's on your mind because you're only gonna get fucking sadder. You're only gonna
Yeah.
get more fucked up in the head.
Don't be afraid to be bold. Don't, like, so many people speak in a way where they're just trying to protect their
Right.
brand.
And
like-
if you mean it, then no one's gonna judge you. I mean, obviously, if it's some fucking like Margot Black, or,
Yeah, if it's her, if you're just on stage being like, you right, Daegen, nigga, like, don't be out here saying, yeah, but no, just don't be afraid to be bold. Everybody's so scared to stir the pot, and that shit makes me sick.
yeah,
Because that's like inauthenticity. Like,
that's the worst kind of comedy.
yeah, like that's
the worst.
you're not being authentic. So yeah, don't be afraid to be bold.
Yeah. Well, off that, brother, it is that fucking time. Daegen, I
Yeah, I've been
appreciate you, my
I've been
guy.
rambling like shit.
Not
My
even,
bad.
no, not even, bro. This is where I cap it.
Yeah.
So, bro, I appreciate you coming on the podcast. It was
Thanks
so
for having me,
special,
bro.
So special today because we got the drink, the big news,
Hell yeah.
and of course your fucking Comic Wars on fucking Monday, man.
Comic Wars is on Monday. I'm gonna be on that. The next Lovers and Friends show is it's gonna be on October, November. Look out for that. Appreciate you for having me, bro.
Of course, dude. Let people know where they can find you.
Find me at Instagram, DAEGEN_. That's my @ on Instagram.
All right,
Oh
Daegen.
yeah.
Appreciate you, my guy, and thank
Thanks,
you
Brody.
everybody for fucking watching this, man, or listening. Thank you. Bye.